Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a pores do's and don'ts video. Basically, if you have pores and you want to do makeup, how you would do it and how you would not do it. That's what this video is going to be about. There's going to be a comparison in this video. This side is going to be how you should not do it, and this side is going to be how you should do your makeup when you have very prominent pores. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but my pores are really prominent. Hopefully you guys can see it, and now I'm gonna stop blabbering and we're gonna get started with this video. But before that, if you guys have not subscribed to our channel, definitely do consider subscribing, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Now we're gonna get started with this video. Alright, so the first thing that you have to do when you have pores on your face is that you should definitely exfoliate once a week. Because basically what happens is that imagine this is the pore, right? So this is basically the pore, and so what's going to happen is if you don't exfoliate, this hole is going to remain the same, but the skin surrounding this hole here, it's going to kind of like pile up, right? So the dead skin is going to pile up, so the difference between here, the surface, and the hole is going to be increased, so it's going to look like you have even more prominent pores on your face. So for this reason, you need to make sure that you exfoliate your face once a week. Now, especially if you have South Asian skin or brown or colored skin, I would really suggest that you go for chemical exfoliation instead of physical exfoliants or scrubs, because scrubs do cause minor, like really tiny tears in the skins, and over time that can really cause scarring. So this is going to be a whole separate video which I may or may not film, but anyways, that is what I want you guys to do. Just exfoliate your face once a week with preferably a chemical exfoliant. If not, then I guess a scrub or a physical exfoliant, gentle enough, would be fine too. Alright, so now that we have actually discussed this, we're now going to move on to the actual techniques. Okay, so the first do that we're going to do is we're going to apply a matte foundation on this side, and the first don't that we're going to do is we're going to apply a dewy foundation on this side. Now, when it comes to pores, the more matte finish foundation you use, the less prominent your pores are going to be, because it's not going to reflect as much light. Whereas if you use a dewy foundation, what's going to happen is that a dewy foundation is going to reflect light from the surface of your skin as well as from the depths of your pore as well. So it's really going to make the difference really prominent. So you don't want that. First things first, you want to use on the dew side a matte foundation, and on the don't side you want to use a dewy foundation. Now there might be some of you who would be like, okay, the first step should be primer, right? A pore filling primer. And that depends. If you are in a climate that is not humid or that is relatively cooler, or if you are in the AC all day, you can go ahead and use a pore filling primer. That really does help. But if you are someone who is going to be out in the sun the whole day, I don't suggest that you use a pore filling primer, because that the silicone in it really does ball up and bunch up, and it just leaves weird patches. I don't like using a pore filling primer because, like I said, I live in a really hot climate, so it kind of like bunches up and balls up and goes all weird and patchy. So yeah. So the second do that you have to do is that you want to fill in your pores with a brush. You want to take a brush like this, and you want to fill in your pores like this. You're going to go over your pores and just go back and forth and in circular motions to kind of like fill in the pores, so that the surface is kind of like smoother, because all the holes are going to be filled in, if that makes sense. So now for this side, we're just going to take a brush like this, any brush, and without really pushing or buffing the foundation in, I'm just going to take a dewy foundation and go over like this. And once again, the foundation is going to be dewy, and I'm not going to buff it in. So that is going to be the two don'ts. And you want to do this because 1, it's going to make your foundation more long lasting, and 2, any oil or sweat that might come out later, the oil is going to control that, the powder is going to control that, and any of the shine from the foundation that might still be there, that's going to be taken care of with the powder. So the powder is going to further mattify your skin, so you want to set your face with a powder. Whereas on the don't side, you are not going to set your face with a powder because this is the wrong way to do makeup with pores on your face. And what not setting your face with powder is going to do on this side is 1, it's not going to take away the dewiness of the foundation, 2, it's not going to make your foundation long lasting, and 3, it will not do anything to control any of the sweat or oil that might come out later. So yeah, on the don't side, you are not going to powder your face. Guys, so I am back and I am done with almost all of my makeup. The last few steps that are left are blush and highlight, and now I'm going to teach you guys the do's and the don'ts with the blush and the highlight. So first of all, with the blush, on the do side you want to use a matte blush, and on the don't side you want to use a blush with a little bit of sheen or shimmer to it, because the sheen and the shimmer on the don't side, it's going to further enhance the pores and the texture. So you're really going to see a difference with these two. So now with the highlighter. So with the highlighter on the do side, you either want to skip highlighter altogether, or if you want to put on highlighter, you want to put it on right here underneath the cheekbones where there are no pores, and which is where you are technically supposed to put highlighter. And on the don't side, you're going to take your highlighter all the way to your cheek area, and you can see already, because of the sheen in the blush, the pores are already being enhanced. But when I'm going to further put highlighter on, it's going to further enhance that texture. Just here. Alright guys, so now you can see here, this is the final do's and don'ts result. This is the don't side, and I'm not sure if you guys can see, the texture is really enhanced. And this is the don't side, and you can see that there is a visible difference in the texture. The pores look really minimized even without a pore filling primer. Alright guys, so this was the video for today. A do and don'ts of how to do your makeup if you have pores. Yeah, this is the result. I hope you guys like this video, and I hope that this video is helpful and that you guys learned something from this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.